We must clearly understand the key important fact that Nigerians have a serious burden that each and every one of us must face with our mind, or should I say, a mindset that is busy destroying the heart of Nigerians. See, there's a big burden here, and this big burden must be corrected, however be the case, because a lot of mistakes have been made in the past, and if truly we want to put this judgment in the way it should be, we should understand that engaging these politicians into what is right is the first priority that every Nigerian must consider. Now, the case is in court. Of course, they already said we should go to the court if we are aggrieved. These same mistakes, these same lies that INEC have been doing, they have been doing it quite long. Since the days of whatever. I don't know when they started these lies. But they have been doing it, but they have been escaping from it. They keep doing the wrongs, and they keep escaping from the wrongs. But one thing is crystal clear, that Nigerians will no longer stand and tolerate lies in any way. In any way. Nigerians can no longer stand to tolerate lies, whatever the case may be. Because everybody is now focused on the court. Everybody is focused on the result that is going to come out, the judgment that the court is going to pass. So there's a serious burden in the heart of Nigerians. But notwithstanding, let's take a very interesting peeping on what the courts may likely want to come out with. If we see the PDP allegation of forgeries of NYSC University Chicago certificate plus Guinea citizenship against Tinubu, and it may be dismissed, we can see that all these facts that has been placed before the court, you can see a man, because they are arguing that, APC is thinking that we are arguing about the 25% in Abuja. But honestly, they failed to get the point. They failed to get the point that Nigerians are not even arguing on the FCT Abuja, because we saw one of the news that Tinubu was saying that the courts must not go and disqualify him because of he didn't get 25% in Abuja. He shouldn't cause anarchy. If not, there will be anarchy, or whatever thing he said. What APC and Tinubu do not understand is that we are not only in court because of 25% in Abuja. If not, the case is going to be a lost case. But we are in court because a man who decided to come into court or come into the presidential race is not capable and not reliable to be the president of Nigeria. We're having a man who fought Chicago University certificate. We have double nomination by the Vice President, Shetima. We have dual citizenships. We have money laundering and drug trafficking. All these cases are attached to one man who is the president of Nigeria. Now, if we look at the 25% in Abuja, real reason why 25% FCT Abuja is a must to be a president of Nigeria. Now, LP and PDP believe FCT Abuja is not and will not be considered as a state for the purpose of presidential election. It shouldn't be considered as a state because we have 36 states and capital. So there's nothing like 37 states. There is a 36 states and capital, which is Abuja. When they were saying Abia, Umuahia, Anambra, Awka, Akwa Ibom, Uyo, you understand? The rest of them, Abuja was not added, even though Abuja started with the alphabet A. It wasn't added because it is an FCT. We have number 2, INEC APC believed otherwise that FCT Abuja is akin to the 37th state of Nigeria for the purpose of presidential election. Number 3, to be elected the president, one must score the highest number of votes and be, by way of spread, garner 25% of vote in at least 24 states and the FCT Abuja. This is covered in section 134, subsection 2A and B of the Constitution. If no one is elected on the first ballot, another election will take place between only 2 candidates. The 2 candidates for the new election, known as runoff, is governed by section 134, subsection 3AB of the Constitution. The first candidate for the runoff will be the candidate with the highest number of votes. The second candidate will be the one among the remaining candidates that have the majority, more than half or greater than 50%, in the highest number of states. It is easy to notice that in the runoff election FCT, Abuja is not included in the selection of the second candidate. If Abuja is to be considered a state for the purpose of presidential election, then the drafters of our constitution would have included FCT Abuja for consideration in selecting the second candidate for runoff. Let's, for example, we have candidate A with the highest number of votes. Candidate B has majority in 6 states with additional majority in FCT Abuja and with the second highest number of votes, and candidate C has majority in the 7 states. Who among them would be the second candidate? For the scenario in 10 above, the candidates for the runoff would be candidates A and C. The reason is that according to our constitution section 134 3B, FCT Abuja is not considered during the selection of the second candidate for the runoff. That is, FCT Abuja is not a state. This above proves conclusively that FCT Abuja is not considered as a state for the purpose of electing the president of Nigeria. Therefore, FCT Abuja is considered a special territory but not state, where to be elected as president, one must obtain at least 25% of votes. And that's just it. So, if APC and Tinubu is coming to tell us that they are more, why Labour Party is in court is because of the 25% in Abuja, that means they are yet to understand the reason why they were sanctioned to court. They are yet to understand it. And the earlier they understand this, the better for them. This is a big case, and this case must be given the way it should be. So, at the end of the day, let's don't forget that there's a money laundering, there's a forfeiture, there's a dual citizenship, there's a double nomination, and every other case that is surrounded in Tinubu's head. Thanks for supporting the Future News.